made their acquaintance. I am the acquaintance.
This is why we don't play Dota together anymore, KP.
That, and I get stuck in sweaty lobbies with, you know, people on their secondary accounts and whatnot. And still, somehow I have an 80% win rate with support faceless void. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know either, and I do not want to know. Knight Rider, winless,
Theory crafting session.
extra speed. Yeah, let's not.
I think there's something to be said with people wasting too many resources on kills, right? Like this is the prime example in the old days. Not as much now that you don't get untouchable until 6, but it's these type of heroes that people feel this necessity to kill that are actually doing nothing.
Oh, this
Of course,
is
Edge, the rare
Celery
example where she is.
on top of Lizzie, he just has no armor. He gets the juke in the trees actually.
Void's wrapping in.
Jules here.
Yeah, but Melishua was in trouble. Shad, no hesitation to pop the chrono. That's what you doing here, buddy. I came here to kill Blizzy. And the first hit bash as well. Oh, he's like, where is it? Where's my RNG? Seek and destroy, but they cannot. Or can they? Alright, well that's an easy way to get around the back. They bash him as well? Come on! You can't do that, man, doing like that. Maledict, toss coming out. They're getting Shad low. Time walked off though. Time dilation down. Shoot. We'll be able to trade 1 for 1 there, but the damage is already done. G's going to fall. Boom. The one that they had hoped to shut down is already snowballing as he gets himself a double kill, surpasses the 5k net worth mark. And well, that's exactly the amount that Viking are now at 5,000 gold ahead of Extremum.
Honestly, I don't even know what they're supposed to do there, apart from maybe bring the supports in faster. But even then, they're just going to retreat on Viking if you do that, and it gives them so much opportunities on the other lanes.
I think you just go, okay, they use Chrono. Not ideal, but great. Now it's on cooldown. We'll fight afterwards. But because you treacle in like that, I mean, what will look like a kind of okay Chrono becomes godly, and now that initiation in, just harass him at the bat. But they can get him. They're chasing him right now. They're bringing him low. 3 heroes versus 1. I don't have to be great at math to know the outcome of that.
Extremum, they have a lot of playmaking capabilities, but right now they're all getting shut down. This Bat Rider built boosted travels it to be able to follow up on any kind of initiation that his supports would be able to get, that his Mars would be able to get, much like the Viper we saw in the first game. But right now all he's doing is teleporting into his death.
Efficiency of boosted travel. Gets you back to the fountain quicker, I guess. Shu is lucky to not have been bashed. What?
No?
What? Alright. I don't think Shad's been doing his warm-up activities here, because he has not been practicing his bashes today. This battle hunger isn't going to be enough. Meanwhile, there's a fight going on. ET being brought a little bit low, able to back up quickly for the moment. Malik's already out. The call, reinitiation on the Meliul. Throws out the last two, but he's dead. Shad, can he time walk again? Come on! What is this, man? Spear the wrong one. Shad, time walk, not going to be there. He finally pays the price, but Kezu gets the call off. The return damage coming out here, bringing them low from the spins. The Maledict is off cooldown again, but they need to hit up Kezu. Can they get him? Yes. Double kill for G. Aramis trying to sproink his heart off here as Boom finally arrives, and all of a sudden the panic sets in. Blizzy, he's going to be harassed down by Aramis. A double kill for the Ents. G, last one on the hit list. They say no. Let him go. G has suffered enough this series.
Kezu there actually could have run back to the back of the Mars. Instead he went towards the front, maybe in an attempt to get out, but he might have been able to get a dunk off on the Mars if he positioned to the back again.
Another problem. Mellow.
Refill his bottle, please, supports.
Chug. Problem is, you just gave the tower. She was trying not to give his life. Aramis is a problem. A very big problem right now.
Yeah, he did 2,500 damage in that previous team fight, and he's got that max impetus. I don't think he's stopping anytime soon.
No. At that point, oh, go ahead.
I was worried about this Viking lineup not having anybody to frontline, right? But you don't need somebody to tank damage if the enemies are all dead.
See, you've come around to my way of thinking. Good God, All right, Nefer got a preview, a little taste of what Shad's got cooking for him.
Mm-hmm.
But next time we'll be back with reinforcements, and there is a concern what Nefer can build to kind of deter this. And maybe just queue up Divine Rapier at this rate. I mean, when I look across at the pit and find out this is going on, I do not feel good about this game if I am an EXTREMUM fan.
You don't
Smoke
know,
was too
but
late.
you still need the defense before, like, at the very least an SNY or a Manta style. Probably
Celery.
SNY?
Celery just screaming hit me. Avalanche, shoot, toss another one back. They found the axe. Kezu, uh-oh. Lasso, read it down. Viking got a little bit too cocky. They pay a price for it.
Still moving up, though.
Yeah, Boom's like, okay, they've used everything. They've used absolutely everything. Let me show them my everything. Aramis just trying to help secure the kill there. Wink.
Mm-hmm. But this is what I mean when I say that EXTREMUM still have playmaking potential. Unlike in the previous two games where we saw the other team lose, like once for Viking, once for EXTREMUM, there wasn't really anything that the losing team could do to get them out of this mess. But here, if anyone from Viking oversteps, yeah, they can get isolated and die.
Most definitely fragile members here. Even more fragile once Chu gets that blink online. It's not going to be fast timing though, and they do see him. That's sadness. Kezu jumps in. Avalanche was out in time. The Spear as well. Trying to help out Chu. But looks like it might just be Dunzo here. Time dilation now. Astral Spirit into the Stomp. And Aramis gets himself another kill.
And unlike this EXTREMUM roster that's very much dependent on their ultimate cooldowns, Viking can do these kinds of plays pretty much every single time and keep the Chronosphere.
Which is why they're continuing towards the top lane.
Exactly.
Mellow. Trying to cut and run. He's about to have Firefly. Stomp is going to be a whiff. But that does zone him away, so they can now take the tower knowing he has no Firefly.
Viking, once again, they've been doing such an excellent job with juggling between which two cores play together at any given time.
Something we didn't mention, by the way, is the fact that Axe did go for boosted travel in this game. Ooh, Lizzie. Oh no, not like this. Arena, he has to throw it out. Shad with the Chrono on the side though. They catch not only the Mars, but both the Witch Doctor and the Tiny. The combo is there. They toss even deeper. They don't want them there though. Mello says hell no. Can't get the lasso off in time. Shad's able to time walk away, and you force a buyback out of a Witch Doctor. But if he wasn't feeling poor already, he most definitely is now.
Nefer's just going for the Skadi. Like, it's going to be pretty great for him to slow down all of these melee heroes, but you're going to be attacking only one of them at a time because you're not nearly to level 25 yet. That's going to take so much longer. So, up until that point, it's mostly tankiness. Mostly a little bit of slowdown. I'm not sure if it's enough.
Yeah, it's the case of, like, well, you're tanky, where's your damage? He's about to find out. There's plenty of damage, and there's plenty of ways of getting through his tankiness. The call's going to be a whiff. Effort. Stonegate's going to come out. Time dilation thrown out onto him. Shad being stunned up. Nice stomp though. Zones them away. Give space for Viking to back up. I mean, that was best case scenario for Extreme as well. If they hit that call, you probably don't have the mana to throw out the ultimate from the Medusa.
No, you will already have taken too many Diffusal Blade hits.
But this smoke movement. I like this. Playing aggressively. They don't have an easy initiation though, because Blizzy has to be tossed in due to the fact that they are going for a Heaven's Halberd first on the Mars. Question is whether this is obvious. They see them now. Toss in. Unknown Accelerate. KZ backs up just in time. Avalanche slowing them down, but they're hesitant to commit too much here. Accelerate goes to the Stomp. Can't get it out. Kezu with a cool follow-up though. Shad jumps in straight away on the side. Boom! With the side blaze through. Blizzy has to throw down the Arena. They're ignoring Neferit. They're going to turn him now. Boom taking a lot of damage here from the Maladit, but he doesn't care. He's still got the Aegis to work with. Shad has chased down another as G is taken out. Now Chu gets him low enough. They're going to find it. Shad's dead. Call from Kezu. Beautifully done. Mellow. Final hit's going to be there. They'll turn on Neferit, who's out of mana, and he's running out of life. Trying for the TP away. The buyback comes out from the Bat Rider. Neferit is out, and Bat will cancel it. However, Chu, he feels a little bit sold up river here. He's like, where the hell's my team right now? Don't worry, buddy. You'll see them again very soon. All that, and once again, the goal. I mean, look at the now 8K lead. It's just building every fight. And I guess the bigger worry here, Kips, is EXTREMUM haven't really extended the farming influence, right? They haven't given themselves any new options on things to do on the map, with the tier 1 top and mid still being up and functional.
Yeah, especially that tier 1 mid is a big stick in the mud for them. They can't actually move up into the bottom jungle at all as Mello do. Oh dear.
Oh no. I think that says everything it needs to about the game for Mello, doesn't it? How often do you see a Bat Rider build a Ghost Scepter at this point? As a mid Bat Rider.
Mid's never offline. Maybe sometimes you can afford it, but when your mid Bat Rider can't play up, when he is not a threat on the map, but he is the one being threatened, that's where you know that things are getting really rough.
Yeah, it's one of those awkward situations where it's like, oh, well, maybe you can put it in an E-Blade later and I'll be no, it's a please don't kill me item in this type of game. And they don't hear his pleas for mercy over the sound of his bones breaking at this stage.
EXTREMUM running out of options, running out of time.
Can't. You haven't got an option to fight this right now. You shove that Arcane Rune as well. You know that Viking want to fight you.
They're going for Blizzy on the bottom lane. They found him.
Oh, they're going to stay on top of him. Yeah, they're bursting through him. Slowly but surely. No easy escape for Blizzy. They're holding on to their stun so that he actually can't get away. He's wasting a lot of time. But that Mars is going to go down in the bot lane.
Eventually.
I mean, that, by the way, they were doing that for about 20 seconds, almost.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't feel like space. I mean, you move out of your base, finally on the other side is EXTREMUM, but that's good for Viking. And they want to be in that bot lane where that funnel out of tower is.
The biggest problem here for them is that even though they could see two heroes on the bottom lane, they did not dare to make a play up into their own triangle.
Oh, it's just so tough now. Like, every hero on the side of Viking is starting to look like a very hard kill. Like, quick pick doesn't seem to be in the dictionary this game. And usually an Ench at this stage, like, oh, maybe you get her if she doesn't have a Glimmercade. But Aramis is just a bulky lad himself. I mean, Shad, yeah, he's probably your best target at the moment, but I believe he's even opting to not go for a Manta now. I think he's just going straight for a BKB to make sure he's not killable either. Oh, that was that the final?
Fair.
Yeah, that was the final one, right? That's the Skadi. Oh, no. And Blizzy. I mean, this is the thing. You've gone to Heaven's Halberd first. How are you getting in? Chu is waddling over right now, but there's just no play here.
You're not getting in. You're just buying time. Let's get in position for the flank. At least there's a Blink Dagger up on a Bat Rider before the high ground. EXTREMUM still can make plays.
Boom's not going to risk it. He's wise to this. They've already shifted the other side of the map as they went hunting. But a healthy gold lead now. Oh dear. He tries to take Celery with him, but it looks like ET should have just enough health to survive that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that seems. Yeah, thank you for telling us what we already knew, Mr. Hobbs. EXTREMUM people who were already a little bit sad about this game.
Triangle. This went so fast.
Oh yeah, Shad wants to use that chrono. Toss in. Lasso, they say fine, use your spells, I dare ya. He's not going to get the time walk out in time, they're going to bring him down. Shad is dead. They're going to move forward looking for more. Arena's gone down already. Trying to hunt in for more. BKB from Boom, though, just to turn Blizzy away, and they're ignoring an effort for the time being. They want to get rid of the Mars. Kezu trying to back up in the meantime as Chu moves forward. Cool's going to come out to control up the Tiny, and the Spoinkin on the side as Blizzy's being brought low by the Enchantress. They'll turn around on the Chu. Boom brings him down. They find both the Tiny and the Mars, and now Aramis trying to tank the best he can, but the Maledict will tick him out. Boom trying to cut him out. Ghost Scepter there just in time as Kezu gets the call off to the Bat Rider. But Mello needs to back away, as does Kezu. Boom, reluctant to go into the burns. He's going to try and wrap around. Has got the blink to play with. If they get any sort of good slow on the Mello, he's going to die here. Final hits coming in. They need to tap him twice more. Sleep does connect here. Moving in now. The call's going to be there in a second from Kezu, but he throws out the Battle Hunger first. Ghost Scepter once more, but a dunk as he caves in the Bat Rider's skull. Celery, he knows how this story ends, but he's done his part. As he dies, he valiantly goes down with a thumbs up as he's burned in the hellfires of the Maledict.
And that starts with a pick-off on the Faceless Void, and Extremum still can't get a good enough fight out of it, especially the damage output from Aramis over on those backlines. You can see that Blizzy tanks the entirety of that BKB of the TA, and then he gets brought down on the backlines anyway because of this dang Enchantress also being so firm. More firm than him now after that kill.
Oh yeah. It's getting filthy stinking rich at this point. I mean, the net worth isn't really shifting despite these fights. Every time we see these type of ones, Extremum get double the money. But it's just not enough. I can turn it around enough, and they, more importantly, ensure enough heroes on the sideline that they can then go farm with the ones they've still got alive. And that's making the difference right now. Extremum know they need a solid win in some sort of engagement here.
At the very least, they've got the Scotty on the Medusa now.
Oh, they've been baited. The scan connected. They think that Viking might be in the pit. They're not, though. They're smoked to the side of it. Mellow. They know he's there. They ping it straight away. Call comes out. No chance to use the Ghost Scepter. He's just gone. Movement forward. Looking for Blizzy next. They'll jump straight forward onto him. They've already picked another one on the side. Shad chases down and kills off Chew. Blizzy panicking. He misses the rebuke. All he can do is buy time for his comrades to escape because he's done here. And that's the Stone Gaze used. And it's Chrono for Stone Gaze. They can keep hunting. Kezu gets the call. Tries to drag him back towards them. And Nefret's mana is burning fast. Maledict will not deter them. Everything will not deter him. The silence coming out from the Axe Shard on the TA ensures that they can't even get vengeance with the Witch Doctor. As Aramis is partying in the base, it's going to be a team wipe.
Absolute dominance. Viking just have too much damage for Extremum to stand their ground, which is what they really like to do. Get some kickoffs and stand their ground with Medusa. She does not get to do any such thing.
It's just so methodical but simple for Viking. They ignore the Medusa, they kill everything, and they deal with her afterwards. The Extremum are so desperate to find kills that they can't patiently bring them to the Medusa. Cool. Interrupting the drive back. Shad is gone. They commit everything for him again, but once again the boom factor is out of control. The disarm will stop him from finishing off, but the battle hunger will kill him. Chew still falls. Blizzy needs to be careful. We'll be able to back up here. Stomp's going to come out. Boom thinking about the reinitiation. They're going to go for it. The call. Jumping in deep. Buyback out of Chew, but Blizzy looks like he's already donezo here. He'll be brought down. Mellow just trying to deter them a little bit. Boom moved on to next. He's got the refraction though, so he's going to be fine here. Doesn't even have to pop it just yet. He's trying to bait them in further. Boom. Refraction 4 stuffed out. They commit even more. Celery's in deep. Mellow's definitely in too deep. Going to be brought down. G almost killed off by the staple gun of the businessman ET himself. And now Chew, he's just grasping at straws. He's trying for anything he can get. G trying to find whatever he can alongside it. This is going to be one on each side falling, but now with the Medusa here, they might just go in again. Call's going to come out. They're just toying with them at this stage. They get the Stone Gaze out. The buyback's going to be there from the Batrider, but Boom is out. Kezu walking this one off the BKB. A TP out, calm and cool-headed. Just about makes it. And you can already feel Extremum on the very edge of this game.
They are, yes. They need damage on this Medusa.
Wait,
he is so annoyed.
He might walk into the prime target here. It's too late though. He doesn't want to chase it. Yep. But this is escalating quickly. I mean, we talked about Viking in the previous game. You know, if other teams would have tapped out, they won't. Extremum kind of showing the same side here. Not that they have as much choice, because of course they can't afford to lose this. I mean, the score's 1-1 currently, and it's going to feel like the highest mountain in the world to climb if you let them get their hands on this Roche.
It is, like, that lasso only really works its wonders if the enemy you're lassoing has only one life.
And it looks like it might come down to this. After we saw, what was that, about a 3-minute Roche standoff last game. Let's see how long this one lasts. I have a feeling it might be quicker one way or the other. This Viking is so far ahead, they don't want to stalemate it. Nice jump out. Kezu, oh, he whiffed it. Jump in, disarm comes out, and boom, BKB, but he does get lassoed up. Dragging him about, Stomp to try and slow him down a little bit here. Stone Gaze coming through. Nice split across. Brings Mellow down to half HP. Boom in trouble. He's going to pop the refraction now. Mellow's going to melt it. He's going to be brought down. They pin another one against the wall of the arena. Shad on the back line. Throws down the Chrono. The target is now under the Mars. trying to do the work with Aramis, but now Kezu with the jump and the BKB in the core. Blizzy able to back off for the moment, but they will dunk him down. Once again, avoiding and ignoring Nefra as best they can as they dismantle Extremum piece by piece. Chu tossing them away, but Shad is relentless. It's a double kill for him. Nefra will chase on the Shad, but the high ground misses work against him. Kezu with a reinitiation to stop, to slow down, and trap her on the spot. Buy back out from the Witch Doctor, but Nefra, they can burn through his mana very quickly if he's not careful here. Shad, too low to come back in is the one good side of this for Nefra. But yeah, you get rid of the TA. However, you're going to be on the sideline without heroes just as long, and that's worrying because that means we might just be back here again in 60 seconds.
We probably will be, yes. The Extremum's heroes are so experience-starved that right now their respawn timers are much, much shorter than the ones on Viking. So we will see them here again, and the Extremum have no real damage to take this themselves, but they need to hang around here anyway in order to fight Viking in perhaps the only beneficial spot that they're still going to get. And maybe that's going to be enough for Nefra to finish up this Butterfly. He's getting very close. I still don't think that Butterfly is enough of a damage item to really, truly inconvenience Viking, but if the fight takes long enough.
And then I'm just looking across the other side and seeing the fact that Kezu is building into an AC. Maybe maybe they want more right clickers. Maybe it's time to convert, or maybe it is just the beauty of the armor in this game. That is the one thing that Nefra's got going for him in this type of game. Like, Shad's finding it hard to sustain these fights because of the way they're initiating. And then heroes like the Enchantress that would usually be annoying for many opponents, it's not that way for a Medusa. You attack someone else, and we saw Aramis almost die multiple times in that fight. So there is still a shining beacon of hope at the end of the tunnel. It's just the tunnel is very long and very dark for Extremum, but the walk down it could begin here.
Very narrow.
Chu?
Chu's just
okay, this is pain. Aramis needs a final touch. He's going to find it. Kezu tried to chase. Nice blink away. Chu stays alive. Kezu pinned up against the wall. Needs some assistance here. Lotus might allow him to walk this one off as Aramis just tries to poke and prod a little bit here. Effort. Not going to overextend just yet. Blink in. That is ambitious. Mellow. Ghost Scepter will protect him. Shad cutting around the backside here. They see the starting to stack. Kezu jumps in with the call on the BKB. Rin to go down to try to protect one, but Medusa is stuck outside it. Mellow being brought low. Lasso's going to be returned on him with the Lotus Orb. They're going to turn on the axe to bring him down, but the spins get rid of the back rider first. Kezu still tagging the entirety of Shad. Chased on two next. Being brought low. Time walk off. Able to move to the side. They stand on top. Chrono. Two are in it. One of them walked into it. Medusa turns around just in time as Boom will fight him one-on-one. And Nefra has finally met his match. He's being brought low, he's being burst through. It's a triple kill for Boom as he side-plays his ways to ensuring the entirety of Extremum are down. And all that cost him was good old axe.
Viking is so good at positioning both of their short-range cores at different ends of the Extremum team fight so that they're always hitting the backside of this Mars. They're always having somebody fighting while this Medusa is using her ult and the rest of the team has to disengage. I mean, they make it look so easy, but the only reason they can do it is because they're so far ahead.
Almost definitely. I mean, they're essentially just forcing the resources. It's like they're just squeezing every last piece of juice out of the orange, which is Extremum here. And, you know, Kezu, he's the squeezer in this situation. The amount he milked out of them, beautifully done. Yeah, everything after that was, you could just see Extremum just looking for scraps. They were quite fortunate Medusa didn't end up in that bubble of death, is what I will call it from Shad. But it didn't matter in the end. And as a result, they're in your base. Medusa's still down for 20 seconds. It's still going to be at least one set of racks secured here. So now two down on the side of Extremum. 26,000 net worth lead for the side of Viking. And basically, you're now one fight away from losing. No mistakes are allowed anymore.
But you have the best pick-off with the Bat Rider having Blink 4 staff. And nobody has buybacks anymore. So you're staying in this.
Well, what if the back gets caught?
No.
Well, that works both ways. We don't have buybacks. They force the Stone Gaze out as they move forward. BKB from Shad chasing him with the time walk. Turn around the back line. Chu is brought low. Shad doesn't care about getting stoned here. Boom, chasing in. Shad still hunting on the side. Chu gets spotted out. Final Impetus comes out and picks him off. Cool's going to be there, dragging the Medusa out and into the mess. Earthsplit to come through as well. A lot of damage done. Blizzy forced to pit the arena. Lasso everything onto the TA to try and bring it down. They'll get it, but there's only one life. Shad chasing in the time walk return to stay on top of Mellow. Needs to back up now, but Nefra needs to get out quick. They're going to turn into a little dance and ward here as G tries to dodge out some of the damage. The buyback does come out from Blizzy, but Kezu is hunting in. He's looking on a G. Shad in the meantime, sticking on top of Blizzy. Eats the cheese to try and stay alive. The Medusa is on him. They need to address everything before turning onto us. G is going to be brought down. They're able to force stuff and dodge and juke them out. Here's Mello. Still no lasso for 90. Not much he can commit to this fight. Aramis standing his ground because that's the target Medusa doesn't want to actually be in range of. They're going to jump in again. Shab the time. Dies in a chrono. Goes down. Connects onto all three. From London to Detroit, they catch everything they lead, and with Nefret the last one alive, it won't be that way for long. As Chu comes in trying to buy some time, the mana is all but gone. Shad is going to die, but boom, the true carry of this lineup is still alive, and boom will go the hopes of Extremum. Medusa buyback. I don't even know if they want to leave. Boom's like, wait, I don't care. I'm just going in. Do something about it. Toss him back. Four staffs to get him around and away. Kezu with the jump in with the call straight onto the tiny. Boom. Just focusing one down. BKB from Kezu to stay next to Nefret. Boom trying to actually dodge out the damage. Gets out of range. And Nefret will have to settle for Aramis, who he cannot even kill off. Refraction recharged up. Nefret needs to be careful. Kezu might think about a reinitiation, but instead Viking go, no.
Back to base you go.
One final nail. And then this coffin is complete. Because the Medusa has brought back. Extremum have nothing left in the chamber. One small hiccup in their initiation, the way they fight, and this one will now be over.
Backs against the wall. At the very least, the DOTA is going to once again have half an item more the next time that Viking come in. But she does not have a shard currently. She does not currently. All of these items that she'd really love to normally get in these games where she gets the farm up. This one has just gone too fast, and she's dealing with too many cores.
Yeah, you're on an island alone, and while that's a familiar feeling for Medusa players, usually the loneliness of that island doesn't set in so hard at the 36-minute mark. And now boom with this DD. Mello living life on the edge. He just didn't realize how close he was.
Kezu's just going straight in for the Crimson Guard now as well. It's absolutely amazing when you're in these fights where you're ignoring the Medusa.
The dream. We all wish we could do it in our games.
Oh yeah.
Never just desperate to try and force a fight into him at some stage. You know, I'm the level 25, almost being the Dade. But they'll try and cut past him again, you know it. Yep. Aramis scouts in because against Medusa he can. Rena goes down. Lois was protecting him. Cool. Kezu jumps in on a free. Catching the bat as well. He was meant to be the follow-up. Instead, he's going to be followed up upon. Tries to buy himself some time with the lassie, but it's not good enough. The Stone Gates come out, but they don't care. They've eliminated the sidelines, which means they can turn around and deal with the Medusa as they choose. And the cool controls are up so well that she's dead. 125 seconds gone. Next to the base, this should be the GG moment as it comes out. Viking secure it with the happiest looking chrono with no one inside. What a beautiful world where no one has to die in that bubble.
That's because it's over, KD. It's because it's done. And Extremum, I gotta say, they put up a really nice fight here. They recognized that they still had playmaking potential. They kept getting these cores, either Shad or Boom, out of the fight whenever they could. The problem is just that both of them were really too farmed to deal with.
Yeah, it was a case of, you know, it wasn't even just Shad and Boom, right? You get to those later stages, you can see Kezu was becoming his own force to be reckoned with. It wasn't just a call and then I need to get out. He was hanging around. He was frustrating his opponents. I mean, even if they managed to burst through him, they were losing most of their health in the process. And I mean, that's kind of the key thing, alongside the fact that Aramis, the amount of damage this man done with the impetuses, every single member of Viking was carrying their own weight in that late game, because of course you can't even underestimate an ET when you get to those late stages with the Astral and the main body and the effect that Natural Order has there. Amazing by Viking, actually. Just a complete beatdown. Credit to Extremum for hanging in as best they could, but that's all they were doing. They were like that, you know, the little poster, the inspiration one, hanging there, kitty. However, what you don't see below the poster is a giant lava pit that they're dangling over.
Yep. And unfortunately for them, in the end, they just can't hold on for long.